Good morning, everyone. To everyone participating in today's Peace Festival by Heavenly Parents Holy Community, I would like to welcome all the peace-loving citizens from around the world. I would truly welcome you all. Today's Peace Festival is being attended not just by blessed families and members of Family Federation, but also by peace-loving citizens and peace associates from Korea, from Japan, from America, from all around the world. About 400,000 people are joined us live. Let us give a warm round of applause to welcome one another. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Beloved peace-loving citizens from around the world. Humanity, human beings search for happiness, and all of the work that has happened until now has been humanity's search for happiness. And happiness arises when we fulfill the desires of the original mind. In other words, happiness is the realization of the aspirations of the original mind. Happiness, joy, these are truly important pursuits in human happiness, perhaps the fundamental pursuit of human existence. But it is not just humanity that seeks for happiness. God the Creator also seeks for happiness. In the Bible, in Genesis, it is written that every time God created, He said it was good. He felt joy. In other words, the reason God created creation was to feel joy, to feel happiness through creation. In the process of creation, God created His beloved children, human beings, in His image, so that they can become fruitful, multiply, and have dominion over creation. And the desire of God, the Heavenly Parent, was for human beings to become perfected human beings who could realize ideal families and have become the true stewards of creation. However, the first human ancestors did not fulfill the desires or the principles of creation, and as a result, one moment, a very painful process where the parents, God the Heavenly Parent, lost His beloved children, were lost. Just as parents feel indescribable pain when their beloved children are lost, God felt the same incredible pain having lost His beloved children. And that is why human history has been marked by Heavenly Parents' search for His long-lost children. And that is why God is not really a God of joy, but a God of suffering, a God of pain. And even among human beings, we can see a history of pain, a history of conflict and discord marked by conquest, by trying to assert power and trying to conquer other people. However, Dr. Hak Ja-han has toured the world on several occasions, and she mentioned that wherever she is called, wherever she is needed, she will go. Putting aside the limits of human endurance, she pushed herself. She went to the most remote locations of the world, and she revealed the truth of heaven, that God is our Heavenly Parent, and that humanity should attend God as the Heavenly Parent to find true happiness. Dr. Hak Ja-han lived a life of true suffering and enduring countless trials and tribulations. However, Dr. Hak Ja-han's desire has been for humanity to return to the Creator, Heavenly Parent's bosom. Today we are having the second Peace Festival. The theme of the Peace Festival is You Are Heaven's Joy. And in Dr. Hak Ja-han's biography, there is a passage that says humanity's desire is to receive heaven's blessings. And what is happiness for humanity? It is to find the long-lost parent for the first time in 6,000 years. What is great? What could be greater than this? The reason why religion emerged was for humanity to be led back to Heavenly Parent's bosom. And today we are hosting this peaceful festival. This is the happiest day where we can really feel the joy of returning to Heavenly Parent's bosom. Once again, let us look at one another, let us welcome one another and congratulate one another, because you indeed are heaven's joy. I have something very special to share with you. I'm so surprised as well. When we had the inaugural Peace Festival, of course, the Mother of Peace, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, organized it and she watched it. But today, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, the Mother of Peace, has joined us live through the two-way live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a warm round of applause. Let us welcome Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, and let us put our hearts of gratitude together. And at the count of 3, let us send a big heart to Dr. Hak Jahan Moon. And the more you express love, the more it blossoms. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. 사랑합니다. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Mother of Peace is here with us live in today's Peace Festival. The Mother of Peace is the Mother of Joy, and that is why Mother gave us such a great joy today. And I wondered, what can I give? What can I give to make people happy? And I was wondering, and every time we have a festival, we always sing, and that is why today I would really like to offer a short song. And this time, of course, during the inaugural rally, I sang, but if you smile and welcome me, then I will have some courage and I will sing a song for the Mother of Peace. And I want to share this joy to all of you and all the peace-loving citizens. And there's a song by No Sayeon, meaning my wish. And this is a song that Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, whom we call Mother of Peace, she really loves this song. But please accept this song. And if you look at the lyrics, it says, throughout my life, we really want to live a life of true love, of sacrifice, of living for the sake of others. You can really feel the life of Dr. Hak Jahan Moon in these lyrics, and I believe you will be moved by this song. But in particular, the love and the life and the achievements of Dr. Hak Jahan Moon are also expressed in this song. So I'd like to sing this song for you.
등에
I'm sorry, no encores. I'm not ready and I cannot take too much time. And there's a reason why I did the welcome remarks, because we have a very special person. They are the MCs of today's Peace Festival, and they are second generations. They received the blessing, and they received the blessing of true parents. They are the treasures of true parents. So they were their parents received the blessing of true parents, and also they received the blessing, and now they are working as public leaders, and they may be a bit tense because it's the first time that they are very young, but let us welcome them. Let us welcome Kim Cheol-woo and Han Yu-byung, the MCs of today, with a warm round of applause. They are the proud second generations of Heavenly Parents Holy Community, and they are public leaders. Are you happy? You are my joy, of course. Good morning, everyone. Peace-loving citizens of Heavenly Parents Holy Community. Good morning and welcome. Today we are hosting the second Peace Festival, and we would like to welcome all the peace-loving citizens from around the world. My name is Kim Cheol-woo. My name is Han Yu-byung. We will be the MCs for today. And Dr. Yoon Young-ho offered some welcoming remarks. He offered words that gave us great joy, wouldn't you agree? And also he sang a beautiful song that was a special gift. And this was a beautiful song that helped us heal internally. And in April we had the inaugural Peace Festival, and today we have the second Peace Festival. And today finally the Peace Festival has come. And the theme of today's Peace Festival is "You are Heaven's Joy." It really brings smiles to our faces, and we want to welcome all of you once again, and everyone in the audience and from around the world. You really are treasures and really the joy of heaven. Please, let's take a moment to greet one another. Please greet each other. I'm very pleased to meet you. Hello. Good morning. Bonjour. And also we have people from around the world, peace-loving citizens from throughout the world, from Asia Pacific, Japan, and America, everywhere. Please wave your hands. Let's greet one another. Good morning. Bienvenue. Buenos dias. Bonjour. Thank you very much. So this is really a precious time of coming together. This is a time of celebrating Heaven's joy today. And I hope that you can receive Heaven's abundant blessings. Now let us begin today's Peace Festival with a warm round of applause. Yes, Now, the first program will be a special entertainment, and God had an ideal. However, due to the human fall, God's original ideal was lost, and now this is a time for us to give great joy to God, and this is a special orchestra and a joint choir. They have prepared special songs to uplift us and to really celebrate the fact that humanity can indeed be heaven's joy. It is really a beautiful moment. Let us welcome the orchestra and the choirs with a warm round of applause.
태초에 하늘 부모님이 천지를 창조하시니라.
In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. And first there was nothing, then God created light. And light appeared, and God said, "It is good." Joy at the time of creation. all of heaven and earth was created in accordance with the ideal of creation. God, the Creator, had an ideal, and the ideal was to experience joy. And the greatest joy was for the relationship between parent and child to be realized. the suffering and joy, the suffering of the fall and the pain caused by the fall. God is the God of suffering and a God of pain because of the human fall. And God wished to realize an ideal family with human beings. However, God was not able to become a God of joy or a God of glory. Due to the fall of the first human ancestors, God became a God of suffering, a God of sorrow, a God of pain.
얼마나 적막했던 곳 너 일찍이 병에 지쳐 죽게 되어도 눈물로써 소망을 준 자 없었고 사랑으로 참 생명을 줄 자 없었다. 내 어린 양아 얼마나 적막했던 곳 너를 위해 피를 흘린 참 목자시니 온 마음으로 그 자취 힘써 따르라. 몸은 비록 자리에서 못 일치가도
It is because I am the mother. It is because I am a mother that I want to give, continue to give. And even if I have given everything, still wish to give for my children. And as a mother, I want all of my children to be happy, to be cared for. This is the heart of a mother.
꽃잎 같은 5 손가락 조막조막 작은 손 아이야 내 아이야 엄마는 가만히 불러보았단다 내 아이야 어느 세상 만날까 어느 세상 꿈꿀까 아이야 내 아이야 너의 마음 알고파 너의 눈 바라보았단다 내 아이야 무엇을 하던 어디에 있던 아이야 내 아이야 아이야 내 아이야 언제나 널 지켜줄게 너의 손 꼭 잡아줄게 엄마니까 와서 아빠와 늘 함께 내 아이야
What a beautiful, beautiful performance. And next, at the request of Dr. Balcom from Europe, Amazing Grace. The joy of restoration and the expectations of reunifying once again, of meeting once again with Heavenly Parent. God's wish was to restore and once again embrace His beloved children and to once again welcome His beloved children into His bosom. Heavenly Parent worked tirelessly throughout history to restore humanity, and once again Heavenly Parent initiated a long providence and gave a special grace to humanity and opened the path for all the long-lost children to return to Heavenly Parent's bosom of love and grace. What an amazing grace. And next, from the Pang family in Hong Kong, Joyful, Joyful, We Adore Thee. What a beautiful performance. This was Reverend Dunkley's favorite song.
멋진 무대를 보여준 오케스트라와
Let us give
합창단
another
그리고
round of
밴드와
applause
무용팀에게
to
다시 한번
the
큰
dance
박수
team, the
부탁드립니다.
orchestra, as well as the choirs. What a beautiful entertainment. We feel uplifted, we feel moved and inspired. Yes, indeed. Looking at the stage, we really felt overwhelmed with a sense of uplifting and grace. And this was a wonderful opening performance. And now we are going to continue with our program. We have a lot prepared to inspire you and uplift you even more. And today we have various themes for the Peace Festivals. And today the second Peace Festival theme is You Are Heaven's Joy. And we have prepared 3 special themes. Who is the Mother of Peace? The second part will be Who is Heavenly Parent? And the third part, Who am I? And also this time for the Peace Festival, all of these sub-themes are combined together under the main theme of You Are Heaven's Joy. Now I invite you to watch the first theme, Who is the Mother of Peace? have beautiful sand art. It is Reverend Bakari's favorite form of art.
그의 이름을 불러주었을 때 비로소 꽃이 될 수 있었다는 어느 시인의 말처럼 당신이 있어야 나 자신도 존재할 수 있습니다. 그래서 당신이 기뻐해야 나도 기쁨을 얻을 수 있습니다. 이렇게 서로가 서로의 존재를 인정하며 모두의 기쁨을 위해 함께 공존하는 세상.
and exist together in harmony, then happiness can truly blossom. When each person reaches beyond their tribes, their nation, and head towards the world, a world of one human family centering on God will be realized. This is the path to realizing the dream of one family of humanity and one world of peace that humanity has been yearning for. In the spirit of Dr. Moon's leadership, we can work together for the happiness of all people without anyone feeling left out. Who is the Mother of Peace? Dr. Hak Cha-han Moon. Before we began recording human history, people have pursued pleasure and happiness. However, these pleasures have been limited and they have been finite. Thousands of years of human history tells us that problems have resulted from the limited awareness of the needs of others, conflicts, confrontations, poverty and disease, discrimination and alienation. The Earth's ecosystems, which has existed for billions of years, is being destroyed because of humanity's poor stewardship. We are facing many problems due to environmental problems. Nature should be a source of joy for humanity, a source of energy, but it is being destroyed. Therefore, we must communicate. We must be able to speak and communicate with one another. And in order to do so, we must have one center, one common goal. The world is taking note of Dr. Hak Cha-han Moon, who is providing fundamental solutions as a peace leader in the 21st century. Dr. Hak Cha-han Moon has mobilized her entire foundation that she and Reverend Moon have prepared over decades for the sake of peace. They have brought together world-class scholars, scientists, and asked them to research the subject of actualizing absolute values with God as the center. Dr. Moon has encouraged academics to research how to contribute to human welfare. She has established a new platform to bring our attention to various environmental issues and has given a wholehearted support to top experts and leaders so that they can share their wisdom.
Visionary patronage of this award, as well as for her long-time advocacy efforts in support of world peace, global citizenship, and sustainable development issues.
And as a peace leader, why is Dr. Hak Cha-han Moon walking this path of peace her entire life? It is because right now the world faces many issues because the source of happiness for humanity lies with Heavenly Parent. God, our Creator, created us as children to become objects of joy. And God created the natural world to be an environment where humanity can live in happiness. God's ideal at the time of creation was to establish an unbreakable relationship of parent and child with humanity. Unfortunately, due to the human fall, self-centeredness, exploitation, the ability to communicate spiritually was lost, and forgetting that God was the parent, human beings lived a life severed from the Creator, and also failed to realize the importance of being stewards to God's creation. And if we continue to pursue selfish pursuits, it will be impossible to be happy. Dr. Hak Cha-han Moon, knowing this, she has worked tirelessly to realize the resolution of all problems worldwide by gathering leaders from around the world at an interreligious, international level, bringing together heads of states and other stakeholders of society, awakening them to the truth that God is our heavenly parent. What should we do to bring joy to God, the Heavenly Parent? Dr. Hak Jahan Moon is preparing a model of how the original ideal of creation could look like. A garden where people can experience giving and receiving joy with nature. The process of preparing and building a temple where people can spend time in communion with God is being established to naturally restore the relationship with the Heavenly Parent that was broken due to self-centeredness and help solve humanity's fundamental problems. When we think of the Creator, our Heavenly Parent, we must love nature. Through this work of nature, I saw how people's thoughts could change. Until now, we have not been true stewards of creation. We have been too careless. It is my sincerest hope that all of you and leaders from around the world, stakeholders of society, can work together to create the kingdom of heaven on earth, where all countries live in joy and harmony with nature and being good stewards of creation. Heavenly Parent is the Heavenly Parent of humankind who desires to give humanity His boundless love. We are the children of Heavenly Parent. The original love and joy of creation that was severed is being restored. Let us bring joy to Heavenly Parent. Let us bring joy to humankind. Dr. Hak Jahan Moon is awakening to humanity to the fact that we are the children of Heavenly Parent and the ideal world of peace is being realized. The Mother of Peace, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, conveying joy to Heavenly Parent and to all people. What a moving video. We could really feel once again that in order to convey true joy to Heavenly Parent, we needed to follow in the footsteps of the Mother of Peace, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, by recognizing that God is the Heavenly Parent, and leaders from around the world are really conveying and agreeing with this message. And we will see it from various political leaders from around the world who are testifying about the achievements of Dr. Hak Jahan Moon and Reverend Sun Myung Moon. And also, we have some VIPs who will come and give some testimonies. We have various testimonies prepared for you. And now, let us first welcome the Honorable Cho Myung-chul, member of the Korean National of the 19th Korean National Assembly. He will give a Hyojong testimony. Good morning, everyone. My name is Cho Myung-chul. I'm a member of the Korean National Assembly. And as a parliamentarian, I had a nickname. I was called the crybaby, because every time I was asked to give a speech, I would always be moved and against my hopes and desires, I would always shed tears. But today, as I am coming here to Heavenly Parents Holy Community Peace Festival, I am really moved to tears. First, because I want to thank and welcome everyone, all of you peace-loving citizens who have come here. and also thank everyone, in particular Dr. Moon, for inviting me to come and speak. And I'm not sure how many of you know me, but I would like to briefly introduce myself. And compared to those of you who are seated here, my homeland is Pyongyang. I was born in Pyongyang, the same as Kim Il-sung, so we share the same homeland. And I went to Amsan School and also to Kim Il-sung University. These are the educational institutions where the elite of North Korea would go. And after that, after graduating from college, I was appointed to be a professor of economics at Kim Il-sung University. Thereafter, I went to China. I went on an exchange program in China, and then I came to South Korea. And when I came to South Korea, I visited the Foreign Policy Institute, and I worked there. And strangely, when a North Korean came, when I saw how the South Koreans were really respecting me, welcoming me, I really left. I became a defector from North Korea. And after that, I continued to work in South Korea. Then I was appointed as a parliamentarian, elected as a parliamentarian, and I'm also working as a professor at Somun University, and the president of Somun University is also here.
제가 드릴 말씀이 5분밖에 없습니다. 그래서
I only have 5 minutes, so I'd like to really end my introduction there. What I want to say is that you really are blessed. You truly are blessed, because from the moment you were born, from your youth all the way until your elderly age, even when you are old, you can always see Reverend Moon and Dr. Moon. You can always receive the love, the words of true parents. You live a life of blessings, a blessed life. It is at the age of 32 that for the first time in my life I heard about Reverend Sam Young Moon and Dr. Hak Jahan Moon. And it may seem insignificant. It may seem insignificant to meet true parents. But for me, it was such a profound shock, because I was a professor at Kim Il-sung University, North Korea at the time, and my parents were the ministers of construction in North Korea. And after visiting Pyongyang, Premier Kim Il-sung called all the ministers, and he said the following. He said that he met with Reverend Moon, and all the government officers were shocked. And that is what I began thinking. How incredible must this person be? How great must this person be that he moved Premier Kim Il-sung? And when I lived overseas, when I lived in South Korea, I saw so many people criticizing, cursing North Korea. But when I was in Pyongyang, nobody ever said that North Korea's ideology, North Korea's system was wrong. I have never seen one single person tell the elite, the premier. There were so many politicians, so many business people, so many NGO leaders, the religious leaders who came to Pyongyang. But every time they came to Pyongyang, they would feel overawed. And instead of telling the truth, they would come and they would instead praise the system of North Korea. However, Reverend Moon was different. He told Premier Kim Il-sung that the Juche ideology is wrong, that communism is wrong, that this system that denies God is wrong. And in front of the premier of North Korea, Reverend Moon confidently, boldly spoke. What an incredible, what a great person. I'm sure you know, if you go to North Korea and say the wrong thing, and if you even touch a poster or take out a poster or take out a propaganda material or speak about God, you might lose, your life might be at risk. So many citizens from America, from around the world, pastors, business people. So it is unbelievable, unimaginable. And many of you might think, if I go to Pyongyang, I can speak freely. I'm going to tell the truth. Please believe me when I say, if you go there, it is not possible. Reverend Moon is indeed an incredible person. And what I felt is that he is an incredible person. When everyone criticized North Korea, when everyone cursed North Korea, everyone said North Korea should perish, North Korea should be destroyed. At the time when everyone cursed North Korea, Reverend Moon said, even though North Korea's system is wrong, even though the Juche ideology is wrong, we need to work together to realize reunification. At the time when he told the truth, he also extended his hand. I was so moved by that. And when I saw Reverend Moon doing the various businesses, he really looked at what North Korea needed, from tourism to cars to hotels to economic development. When we speak of peace and prosperity, without love, is that possible? Can we have true peace and prosperity without love, compassion? That is the person Reverend Moon is. He practiced true love and compassion. And at that time also I met Dr. Hak Jahan Moon for the first time. How can she be so pure, so radiant? The citizens of Pyongyang were shining, were applauding. Some people said she is lovely, she is beautiful. But what I felt was the face is a window into the soul of a person. The fact that mother was shining, radiant. Looking at true mother, I felt how great must be the love of true mother, that she can be so radiant. And you have been able to see true mother, true parents your entire lives. I can tell you that the citizens of North Korea desperately want to see true parents, but they cannot. And when I see true mother, mother does not speak much, but you can see it in her countenance. I really love true parents. And when true parents do anything, an event, a gathering, I always do my best to attend, because I can say that I am a fanatic of true parents. It may be embarrassing for a parliamentarian to say he is a fanatic of true parents, but I can confidently say that when I see the path that true parents have walked and the steps that they have taken. It reminds me of a poem by the Honorable Han Young-un, who says, "What is a friend? You left me. And beyond these beautiful ginkgo trees, beyond those lovely hills, you have gone." Reverend Moon left, but we never left Reverend Moon. He's always alive in our hearts. I have read this poem so many times thinking of Reverend Moon that I have memorized it. And it is because of true parents that North Korea, that the Korean Peninsula has any importance in modern history. And when Reverend Moon ascended, I was really filled with concern. But after that, when I saw what Dr. Moon, what True Mother did, I really felt Mother is the best. She's amazing.
윤선영 선생님의
Reverend Sun Myung-moon,
계승
his will
그게 머무르지 않고
is not just being perfected, but the true mother has really expanded on God's providence and made it blossom even more. I'm sure you know this even better than I do. Look at all of the leaders from around the world the True Mother is gathering for the sake of peace, harmony, and the peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula. No government is able to do so.
전 세계 학자
All the scholars of the world, even if they combine their wisdom together, can we really say that they would achieve as much without true parents? Mother is bringing all of the scholars of the world. And this is a sight that is not common nowadays.
지금 하늘 부모님
Today,
회원들이 누리고 있는
I heard that members of Heavenly Parents Holy Community are increasing. And this is possible thanks to True Mother. And because of that, I feel so happy and hopeful for the future. I'm sorry.
은혜 달라는 쪽지가
And
계속 말씀드리겠습니다.
I was asked to, I'm going over time. I would like to take just a bit more time of your time. Mother needs to be with us. Mother needs to be healthy so that a nation like North Korea, such a dark place like North Korea, can finally see the bright light of reunification. We sing, in the dark places we will give our embrace and bring light. Let us follow True Mother. Thank you very much. What a moving Hyojong testimony. Thank you very much. And we can really see that the power of love can move people and move history. And next, we have the second Hyojong testimony going beyond Korea. We will now go overseas, and we have many leaders from around the world who are expressing their respect for Dr. Hak Jahan-moon. Let us listen to their testimonies.
In this respect, I highly applaud the tireless efforts of Dr. Moon and the thousands of experts who have endorsed establishing Think Tank 2022 under the shared goal of achieving lasting peace on the Korean Peninsula. All these were made possible thanks to Dr. Moon's selfless efforts and unwavering support for lasting global peace and the peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula. I'd like to express my deep appreciation again to Dr. Hak Jahan-moon for taking the first step in this historic journey.
And the more important value is the value of human dignity. The fact that we are all members of the same human family. The reality is that this virus has shown us once more the need for global and cooperative action. That effort was initiated by UPF. And I'd like to congratulate and to commend UPF for all their efforts in favor of peace, in favor of solidarity and mutual understanding between opposing views. And I underline opposing views.
The Bible tells us that the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. I want to thank Dr. Moon for hosting this important event and for faithfully continuing the significant work she began with her late husband. We know that strong families, education, equal treatment under the law, and a recognition of the worth of every human life, born and unborn, is the foundation of true national greatness. These are the values that have united the people of Korea and the people of the United States for nearly 70 years. And they're the same values that my father, Lieutenant Ed Pence, along with freedom-loving Americans and Koreans, fought to defend in the Korean War. I believe we're laying a foundation to bring about the peaceful unification of Korea, even within our lifetimes. Thank you, Dr. Moon, for your devotion to building a more peaceful and prosperous world.
I want to recognize also and thank Dr. Moon. Continues her work today with the UPF, focusing her energy on healing the great conflicts in our world, and especially those between long-standing conflict nations, North and South Korea, attempting to heal that divide. Dr. Moon, having escaped with her Christian mother and grandmother from North Korea before the Korean War, made it her life's work to see permanent and peaceful reconciliation on the Korean Peninsula. This can happen. A reunified, denuclearized Korean Peninsula will bring massive peace and prosperity to the peninsula and to the region.
I also want to recognize and thank Dr. Moon. I understand she is focusing her energy on healing the great conflicts of our time, while also working to help strengthen America's role in the world. She has made it her life's work to see an enduring and peaceful reconciliation between North and South Korea. I'm sure that's a vision shared by many. Achieving that future begins with a strong partnership between the United States and South Korea. Ours is an enduring alliance, one built on shared values, mutual interests, common histories, integrated economies, social networks, and deep family connections. The ties between Washington and Seoul are strong, but nothing can match the bonds between our peoples.
My father served in Korea in 1953 in the last year of the Korean War in the U.S. Army. He went back years later as a professional soldier, spent a year helping defend South Korea. My family's had a deep, long involvement in what's happened in the peninsula. You know, when Dr. Moon founded the Universal Peace Federation, he had a dream. Mother Moon has built on that. And because of their hard work, they have been able to really move millions of people. I've been to a number of their meetings. I've seen people around the world. I know the reach they're developing. So this is really an important thing.
But the Republic of Korea story gives me hope for the future. WFP started working in the country way back in 1964 in the aftermath of the Korean War. And for 20 years, we supported the Korean people with food assistance. And in just one generation, the Republic of Korea went from aid recipient to aid donor. And today, it is WFP's 11th largest government supporter. When people come together, miracles happen. And I'd especially like to thank Dr. Moon for making this possible.
First, let me just say a word of appreciation to the Universal Peace Federation for all its good work around the world, and to its co-founder, Dr. Moon, who I respect greatly. And as the expression goes, Asia is where the action is, where the future is. Those who speak like Dr. Moon and many others of an Asia-Pacific era are dead spot on. And furthermore, in my estimation, Korea is at the very heart of this global transition. I want to tell you that Hanban-do, the Korean Peninsula, will be the single most exciting place in the world once you open that 38th parallel. It will be it'll be the powerhouse of Asia.
Let me congratulate Dr. Hak Jae-moon and the International Summit Council for Peace, ISCP, for their relentless and selfless contribution to pursuing the vision and goal of realizing a peaceful and harmonious world, one global human family under God, our Creator.
And I want to thank your co-founder, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, for their efforts to help humanity foster hope for the future. Like the UPF, I passionately believe that we need to create a deeper sense that we're all part of one human family that transcends race, ethnicity, religion, nationality, and culture.
Everyone, welcome to the Peace Festival. We could have some wonderful testimonies about the Mother of Peace from global leaders. Once again, we really feel moved by these testimonies. And next, we have a special entertainment. And the next performer is really the original artists of Hallyu. These are really little angels, and let us welcome the little angels with a warm round of applause. Everyone who came to the Peace Festival, welcome.
당신은 기쁨입니다.
You are heaven's joy.
감사합니다. Thank you very much. 아리가또 고자이마스.
정말
Whoa,
사랑스럽고
what a
아름다운
lovely
무대였습니다.
and
노래를 들으면서
truly moving
마음속 깊은
performance.
평화를 느낄 수
I really could
있었는데요.
feel peace deep
이제
in my
다음
heart
순서는
hearing the
이
little
마음을
angels.
안고 제
Now
2막으로
we're going to
넘어가 볼
move to
시간입니다.
part 2 of the program.
이 테마는
Part 2 will be Who is
누구인가입니다.
Heavenly Parent?
창조주 하늘
God the
부모님에 대한
Creator
물음,
is
그분에
really
대한
the
연구는
heavenly
사실
parent
정말
of humanity,
어려우면서
and it has
심오한
been a deep
그럼에도
research for
하늘
scholars and
부모님을
theologians
알아가면서
throughout
마음속의
history.
깊은 위안과
However,
기쁨을
through the
느끼시는
research
분들이
into
많이
who
계십니다.
Heavenly Parent is, many people were able to find joy and peace. Therefore, understanding Heavenly Parent will be a source of joy for all of us. Let us search for Heavenly Parent together.
끝을 알 수 없을 만큼 넓고도 큰
The
우주와
being that
인간 세상을
created
만든
this vast and endless universe, the creator of humankind, the absolute being whom we call God. In each era and in
수많은
each
이름들로
religion,
명명되어
he was known as in
그분은
different
과연
names.
어떤
But who
존재일까?
is God?
하늘을 향한
Every day,
쉼없고
heaven
매일
receives a never-ending
그
flow
무수한 삶의
of
기도들.
prayers from people throughout the world.
그분은
However,
누구인지, 그분이 진정
who is
무엇을
the
원하는지,
Creator? What does the Creator truly desire? These are questions we continue to ask ourselves today. The ultimate question for humankind: who is the Heavenly Parent?
인간을 당신의 형상대로
In the Bible, it is written, God said, "Let us make mankind in our image."
자녀로 지었다는
These words mean
고백이었습니다.
that God created us in His image as His children. God is not just an absolute abstract being, but a parental God who wishes to live together in happiness with all of His beloved children. And it is by realizing this ideal of the family, it was for the sake of this joy and hope that God designed the original blueprint of creation and created humankind. However, unaware of the depth of God's original ideal of creation, pursuing self-centered joy, they fell away and left a legacy of misery and pain for humankind. In the end, God's purpose of creation was frustrated before it could blossom. God looked into the faces of His beloved children, but could only see the sorrow brought about by the fall. Nonetheless, God, the Heavenly Parent, never forsook His beloved children and made them close, sustaining them. Shedding tears, God promised that the day of His original ideal would dawn again. How did human beings created as the children of God come to fall into such a state of ignorance? The first ancestors, Adam and Eve, followed the false parent, Satan, along the path of the fall. Reverend Sun Myung Moon and Dr. Hak Jahan Moon have revealed the secret, sorrowful history behind heaven's pain. They have received heaven's mandate and have emerged as true parents to untangle the complex threads of heaven's work. True Reverend and Dr. Moon have devoted their lives to realizing a world of peace and sharing the joy of God's original plan for creation. God's wish is to be our parent. It is for this reason that, working together with true parents, we have all followed the path of working for the restoration through indemnity for the past 60 years. Since the beginning of human history has been filled with conflict. Reverend Moon and Dr. Moon have worked to bring down the walls of conflict and division, the barriers of religion, culture, race, nation, and worldview, to realize a beautiful world of the original ideal, a world of true happiness desired by God. To support the accomplishment of God's will, they overcame hardships and trials to achieve something comparable to finding a needle in the midst of a desert sandstorm. When God created heavens and earth, God had a dream. God had a purpose. For the first time in 6,000 years, through true parents, Heavenly Parents' dream has been realized, and the sorrowful history of the providence of restoration has been brought to a conclusion. Let us give our thanks to Heavenly Parent and the true parents for opening this new era. for Heavenly Parent's original love to be conveyed to His children, humankind, for all people's joy to become Heavenly Parent's joy. An incredible providence took place in 1960 through the marriage blessing, which is the core of a world of true happiness. Dr. Sun Myung-moon and Dr. Hak Jahan-moon, the Mother of Peace, emerged like beautiful stars in the sky. Finally, the heavenly civilization of a truly global human family can be realized. Why is the marriage blessing and why are family values important in the history of human civilization and the history of God's unfolding plan? It is because it is within families of true love and through the marriage blessing that the Heavenly Parent, Heavenly Father, and Heavenly Mother can come together and realize the original ideal of creation, which is the original family. True ideal families. It is for this reason that leaders and righteous people from around the world have acknowledged the value of the marriage blessing and the life of our true parents, and they have devoted themselves to God and humankind. And the marriage blessing is now opening a new history for the world, bringing people together beyond nation and race. We now have national and continental level blessings. What you do will be remembered in the eternal world. You will stand as proud and honorable ancestors, noble families in front of your descendants. I sincerely hope and pray that you will lead lives so that you can return gratitude and glory for the tremendous love that God has bestowed upon you. We now understand that it is because of you, God, our Heavenly Parent, that we exist as your children. Therefore, beloved Heavenly Parent, please accept our joy to be your joy, because it is when we attend Heavenly Parent as our true parent, vertical true parent, that our family will receive heaven's blessing and dwell in unity with the Heavenly Parent. Our Heavenly Parent wishes to give us true love and joy. Heavenly Parent, the Creator, is the parent of us all. What a moving video. We could really understand that God, the Creator, is our Heavenly Parent who wishes to give us joy. And through this joy, we can give true happiness to the world. And this joy is being restored through true parents, through the marriage blessing. Next, we will now have the second Hyojong testimonies. And the first Hyojong testimony is a person who has worked tirelessly for the sake of interreligious harmony, and he is a person who is supporting Dr. Hak Jahan-moon's work, and in particular, he is the chair of KCLC in Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the chair of KCLC Korea, Reverend Kim Soo-man. Hallelujah. Let us give praise unto the Lord, the Creator. The fact that I'm invited here at the Peace Festival is an expression of God's great love and grace to all of us. May God's blessings be with you. And in 2019 December, I was able to attend the launch of WCLC, and thereafter in East Garden, Dr. Hak Jae-han Moon invited Korean clergy to East Garden. And this is what I remember from our message. Do not call me Dr. Hak Jae-han Moon. Call me Mother. Call me Mother Moon. I remember these words. And recently, I began reading Mother's biography titled Mother of Peace. And once again, I could understand the value of Mother's request. Why is Mother Moon recognized as the Mother of Peace? When I look at the rallies of hope that have taken place recently, I cannot help but concur. And also, when I see how Mother is bringing all of the Korean religions through KCLC for the sake of peace on the Korean Peninsula, in particular, the realization of a heavenly unified Korea, the importance of Korean Christianity in realizing peace on the Korean Peninsula, I was profoundly moved. When I went to Liberty University in America, I was able to hear the testimonies of Reverend Jerry Falwell, the founder of Liberty University. And he's a person that I profoundly respect. And during the last Rally of Hope, during the launch of Think Tank 2022, as the chair of KCLC, I was able to watch the testimony of his son, Reverend Jonathan Falwell. I was so moved to hear the message of the son of Reverend Jerry Falwell. And I realized that everything that happens in life happens for a reason. We are the citizens, the pure citizens of God, who love God. And in particular, in the case of Korea, the Korean Peninsula is blessed with rivers, valleys and boroughs, mountains. There is a beautiful land, but a land with a tremendous providential meaning. Because of this ideological divide, Korea is divided into North and South. But I believe that even this division will be resolved thanks to the unfolding of God's will. And the suffering that Korea is going through, that Korea has gone through, has been a stepping stone for the sake of Korea living for the sake of the world. Korea needs to live for the sake of the world. Therefore, in order for reunification to happen, it must happen centered on God. It must be the heavenly unified Korea. Otherwise, true unification is not possible. This is God's message and responsibility to the people of Korea. Until now, Christians have devoted themselves to the work of peace worldwide. And today, the Mother of Peace, Dr. Hak Jae-han Moon, has been working tirelessly for her entire life for the sake of peace on the Korean Peninsula. Whatever happens, it is easy to do it for a year. It is difficult to do it for a month. It is very difficult to pursue something for a year. But to pursue a goal for one's lifetime, it is impossible unless God blesses that endeavor. Every time I have seen Mother Moon, she has always shed tears and spoken about God's will, about the need to realize the heavenly unified Korea. I could really see that Mother Moon is the true mother who is working not just for the sake of peaceful reunification on the Korean Peninsula, but she is carrying on God's will. I really could see that she has been appointed, anointed, called, and she is guided by God in the realization of heaven's providence. I've never seen a leader with greater passion for the cause of a heavenly unified Korea. Many people may have a lot of potential. Many people may have a lot of initiatives. But who else has the passion to compare? The passion with which the Mother of Peace, Dr. Hak Ja-han-moon, mobilizes the global foundation and connects it to Korea for the sake of peace, for the sake of harmony between this divided peninsula. Dr. Hak Ja-han-moon has the ability, the passion, the will, but also the heavenly mandate from God to carry out God's will. She's the Mother of Peace, wiping away the tears of suffering from humanity's eyes. And thanks to her blessing, KCLC in Korea, ACLC in America, and WCLC around the world are now coming together. Christianity around the world is coming together, centering on the Mother of Peace, to return joy to God, to return true joy to God. And I have seen this in the past. Mrs. Yeona Moon and Reverend Hong Yun-jung, Reverend Lee Hyun-young, they shared about the Mother of Peace. And this is the holy song that came to me. We all want to become children of joy to Heavenly Parent. I would like to sing that song. I want to be an object of joy to heaven. Please cleanse my heart. Please grant that I may become a new wineskin. Please shine your light upon my heart. Not as I will, but as you will. Grant that I may give you joy, my Lord. For as long as I am alive, grant that I may become an object of joy to you, Lord. Please grant that I may become an object of joy to you, Lord. The one thing I desire is to become an object of joy to you, God. Thank you very much. Wow, what a wonderful and moving testimony and song. It really moved our hearts. And indeed, we really could understand how we can become objects of joy to God. And also, the song was particularly moving. Next, we have Hyojong testimonies from religious leaders around the world. And now let us welcome leaders from around the world with a round of applause.
The way we can bring joy to God, our Heavenly Parent, is by joining together with the Mother of Peace to bring the world together as one family. Mother Moon, with a mother's heart, you are inspiring us to give joy to our Heavenly Parent by making faithful, blessed families and coming together too as faith leaders to embrace all people.
Dear True Mother, the Mother of Peace, congratulations for hosting this second Peace Festival to bring joy to our Heavenly Parent. Fihlakalo, the Creator, is the God of all people, the Heavenly Parent of humanity. In African spirituality, Fihlakalo is the sustainer of life, as a life without him has no meaning. We all need to work to build a world of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values, where we all value, respect, and love each other as children of the same parent, our Creator. This is the only way to experience true joy and happiness.
Hello, Mother Moon. I want to congratulate you and all the dignitaries as you gather for the Peace Festival in Korea and all throughout the world. As you have taken on and believed God for the reunification of North and South Korea, and you've gathered and called for unity in the church among all believers and followers of Jesus Christ, I ask that God would give you great wisdom, that He would lead you, He would strengthen you, and He would continue to hold up your arms. For isn't it pleasant for all brethren to dwell together in unity? May God bless you today and always.
The Holy Prophet Muhammad taught us, people are God's family, and serving people is like serving God. This simply means service to humanity is service to Almighty God. We need each other. We cannot do without one another, because when we serve and reach out to one another, that will definitely be a source of blessings and a source of happiness in our lives.
Respected Mother of Peace, you have overcome all suffering and prejudice. You have traveled the world and revealed humane secrets. As divine daughter of the God Almighty, you have invested everything for the peaceful reunification of your homeland. Dear Mother Moon, you are champion of peace. You are a mother of universe and a mother of peace. Shiva and Parvati are shown as an ideal couple in our Hindu tradition, and you along with Father Moon have manifested that ideals in your life and teachings.
¿Cómo podemos dar alegría a Dios?
I would like to take this opportunity to express my love and greetings to True Mother. How can we bring joy to God and gratitude to our Heavenly Father? I believe sincerely the following 3 points are key. Praise God with honesty and sincerely like children do. 2. Pardon people with love. 3. Without holding any grudges. Appreciate each other as we have been taught by Dr. Moon, our true parents, and our heavenly parent. Amen.
ハン・ハクチャ総裁は今誰しもが本来持っている天の父母様への献身と行動を一つにされようとしています。
Dr. Hak Cha Han Moon is moving our hearts and really teaching us about who is Heavenly Parent. She is practicing it in her daily lives. And when we really receive the light from true parents and expand it, this light can really become a great light for the world. And I hope that you can keep this light in your hearts, and we can all gather and follow in the footsteps of the Mother of Peace, Dr. Hak Cha Han Moon.
In our tradition, we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means the world is one family. If we simply change how we think and therefore how we live, as the Divine Father and Divine Mother, God loves all children to be healthy and happy. So to me, the best way to make God happy is to become truly one global family. As a family cares for each other, serves each other, and protect each other, and also our Mother Earth and all the species.
I was always engaged with the activities called PF. All of these activities were about building peace and doing our best to achieve peace. All of this work was under guidance of True Mother Moon.
she is a true role model of peace for the whole globe, for the whole world. I wish that everyone can take good example of True Mother Moon and try his best to follow her steps in promoting peace and trying to make this world better.
As a person leading the light and the grand flow in the millennial era from the 21st century, Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is indeed the true parent of humanity and the mother of peace. And as the mother of peace, she is seeking to bring about peace among humanity and the entire world. May Buddha's grace and benevolence be with her for eternity.
네, 정말 역사적으로 정말 넘기 어려운 것이 종교와 이념의 벽이라고 하는데요.
Historically, religious division has been quite an important and very difficult challenge to overcome. But this Hyojong testimony really showed us that the path to interreligious harmony is possible indeed. And we will have some beautiful entertainment that will uplift us and move us even more. And we are all brothers and sisters under the Heavenly Parent, and that is why we are going to have a special choir from the Taego Order of Korean Buddhism. We have the Buddhist choir that will come and sing for us. It is really two beautiful songs. First is that the lotus flowers will blossom, and the morning song of devotion. Let us welcome the Buddhist choir with a round of applause.
정말 맑고 아름다운
What a
무대였습니다.
beautiful,
정말 마음이
really
정화되는 듯한
performance.
느낌을
Really,
받았습니다.
we could feel purified in our hearts, and the entire choir sang as one unit that really brought great joy to our hearts. Now we are moving to the third theme of today's Peace Festival. Who am I? In part 2, we spoke about the need for humanity to recognize God as the heavenly parent, as well as the marriage blessing as a key to strengthening and forging that relationship. And now today we are going to speak about second and third generations, the future. They're going to share their hearts of Hyojong and show who we are. We are the children of heavenly parent. Let us welcome the third video with a round of applause.
과학자라고 인정받았던
Even
고대
Socrates
그리스의 최고의
recognized as
철학자.
the wisest person,
하지만
revered as one of the
그조차
greatest
나는 아무것도 모른다고
philosophers
말하며
of ancient Greece.
우리 모두가 알고
He's
있는
reputed to have
명언을
said, I
남겼습니다.
know that I know nothing.
인생을 걸고
Wise
절박하게
people
써내려간
such as Saint
현자의
Augustine wrote
참회록들,
down with desperate hearts their confessions
자신이
and the reasons of
누구인가를
their
알기 위해
lives. To
구도의
find
길을
out their
떠났던
identity,
성,
saints such as Gautama Siddhartha
그리고
set off on a journey
끝을 알 수
in
없는
search
공허함
of
속에
truth.
오늘을
And even
살아가는
we
우리들
who
역시
live amid endless emptiness continuously ask ourselves the question, who am I?
자신에게 묻고
How should I live
묻고 있습니다.
my life? For 2,000 years, until now, explanations about the human identity were given based on human thought alone. However, though this began through the Holy Spirit, failure after failure happened because of human self-centeredness that took place over a long period of time. In other words, because humanity didn't know God and the essence of God, humanity couldn't understand who they are. In other words, without knowing God, without knowing the essence of God, everything took place centered on human thought. A human-centered history where man was the purpose and the means. What did man realize through this human-centered history that brought sadness rather than joy? What kind of history was created? What did human beings understand? Thoughts and ideologies, philosophies and religions continuously changed. The world lost track of the absolute truth. The world without truth gave us uncontrolled, unprincipled freedom with no center. And as a result, human beings fell into whirlpools of uncontrolled desires. Living in a world of relativity, in a world that is changing, and in the absence of truth, is it possible to give and receive real joy? Heavenly Parent desires to embrace His beloved children and bless them so that they can become the best in all aspects of life as they work toward a joyful and bright future. This is the purpose of God's creation, in particular for young people. As the saying goes, the darker it gets, the brighter the morn. After receiving the marriage blessing through true parents, blessed families are working to establish the ideal of true families, and young members of the Hyojeongnang group are emerging and expressing their filial love for God. Our future generations in their 20s and 30s are shining with hope. We are living in a world where egocentric social climates and rampant competitiveness are hampering the youth from fully blossoming. Why do we exist? What is the purpose of our lives? It is because we've experienced new hope and vision through the Mother of Peace, Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon. Now, under the vision of Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, the Mother of Peace, countless young generations around the world are blossoming like sunflowers aligned with the Heavenly Parent. In keeping with Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon's sincere heart and love for humanity, these young people love heaven, love humanity, and love the heavenly nation. They are determined to bring about a world of peace, overflowing with true joy. Now, the beautiful resolution of the Future Generations 2030 are transforming leaders around the world. They are bringing together parliamentarians and heads of state, religious leaders together, and a new history is being created. All of this is possible because of the heart of Hyo-jung to bring joy to our Heavenly Parent. Living exemplary lives so that people are moved to take part in our true family values movement, a movement where Heavenly Parent dwells, is your hope and your future. Our future generations should also meet and dwell with Heavenly Parent. They should be able to attend Heavenly Parent as a true parent of humanity and become true children who can return joy to God and realize the original ideal of creation. It is when we become true children that we can find the true value of life, the original way of life. We are the eternal joy of Heavenly Parent. And this was really a beautiful video that really awakened in us our identity as children of Heavenly Parent. And this was a very moving content. And next we will have the third Hyo-jung testimony. Our true parents, Reverend Sun Myung-moon and Dr. Hak Jahan-moon, have blessed countless families, and there are many wives who have received filial piety awards in Korea. Let us introduce them, and also we wanted to give some awards to the family of Yoon Tae-young and Yamashita Humiko, and they received the Filial Piety Award. Let us watch a video and then hear the testimonies of Mrs. Yumiko. And the family of Asano Tomiko received the President's Award. The family of Hikomi receives an award for filial piety. The family of Tomoko received the Filial Piety Award. And these family filial piety awards are awards given by the government in recognition of international couples who have really gone beyond barriers of nationality, religion, and race, and especially for wives who have come to live in Korea and become models of society, showing tremendous devotion to the families, to the nations. And this is a special award to recognize their filial piety for establishing model families and by the government of Korea. And there are countless, thousands of such families in Korea, and today we would like to recognize them. These are all families who have received special awards from the president, the ministers of Korea, the mayors, the councillors, the governors, for their exemplary work, for volunteer work, for really dedicating themselves to establishing model, happy, ideal families. Today, we really salute all the international families and all the international couples for their tremendous work in building ideal societies. One presidential award, 192 filial piety award, 78 family filial piety awards. We really want to thank the blessed international families. You really are the model for the world. And now we have the family of Yoon Tae-young and Yamashita Kumiko. They will give a special Hyo-jung testimony about how it is to live as a family that seeks to give joy to Heavenly Parent. Good morning, everyone. My name is Yamashita Fumiko, and I live in Yeongwol County, Gangwon Province. And I am profoundly grateful to be here today at this second Peace Festival to share a little bit about my life and how I came to receive the Filial Piety Award. I am truly moved to tears by the fact that I can stand here before you. In November of 1997, I received the marriage blessing by Reverend Sun Myung-moon and Dr. Hak Cha-han-moon in the 40 Million Couples International Marriage Blessing. And 3 years later, in February of 2000, I moved to Korea. It has already been 21 years since that cold winter day. And right now, I live with my husband, Yoon Tae-young, my 2 sons, who are 20 and 21, and my parents-in-law. And as 3 generations, we live happily together under one roof. Moreover, in our barn, we live in a countryside, and we also have 35 cows in our farm. And we live happily together as a family. And we consider also our cows to be part of this extended family. And as I mentioned, 3 generations live together under one roof. But just to share a bit about my personal experience, when I first arrived in Korea, my parents-in-law and my parent-in-law's parents were still alive. So we were 4 generations living under one roof. Isn't that incredible? When I was in Japan, I worked in a bank and I lived in a family of 6 with my parents and 3 siblings. At the time, I could not even imagine about the tight family bonds that came with such a large family of 4 generations together. However, it was not long before I realized how deep the love and affection comes from 4 generations living together. When I was pregnant with my first child, my morning sickness was so severe that I could not eat anything. Seeing this, my grandfather-in-law took the bus downtown to buy me hardtack. My grandmother-in-law worried that her foreign granddaughter-in-law would have difficulty adjusting to married life to a Korean man and to a Korean lifestyle. Therefore, she really cherished me and often told me funny stories to really make me feel happy. And 4 years after I came to live with my husband, my grandfather-in-law suddenly passed away. I really am so moved, and even when I think about my grandparents-in-law, I am still moved with tears of gratitude. And after that, I spent a lot of time caring for my grandmother-in-law. She had suddenly lost her eyesight and couldn't see anything. And she could no longer stand because of her old age. And her knees were poor. Furthermore, she began to suffer from dementia. So every morning, I started my day by grandmother's room, which had been ruined by urine. And my mother-in-law would warn me about the necessary work involved. She would say, no one can defy dementia. And my mother-in-law and I also struggled because of grandmother. However, we put our hearts together and we took care of our grandmother-in-law. And after 3 peaceful years, she ascended happily. Since then, I engraved the values of family love and true happiness in my heart, and I focused also on my faith. Also, in 2009, during the 40-day ocean workshop in Yosu, I was able to discover a deeper meaning to the value of joy of life, which I had engraved in my heart. For 5 years, beginning in 2013, I became the outreach leader at my church in Yeongwol, a missionary, and now I'm leading several volunteer projects as the president of the church finance committee. During that time, I received 2 filial daughter-in-law awards, one from the Yeongwol County government by the nomination of my aunt, and another from the Yeongwol Confucian School by a nomination from the president of our church. I'm very grateful to have received these filial daughter-in-law awards, but honestly, I still feel inadequate. As you can tell, my Korean is still not perfect, and there are also many cultural differences to overcome. However, with the best of my efforts, if I can be recognized by my family, my neighbors, and my community, and heal even a little bit some of the pain that Japan has inflicted on Korea in the past, then I will take this path 100 times over. Moreover, if I can give even a small amount of strength to true parents who are exerting themselves to open the way for a true world of peace, I will invest myself completely. I endured many things throughout the past 21 years. They were not easy, yet as a blessed family, I resolved to walk a path of love, striving to spread true joy in my family, to my neighbors and my community. I've made it today by raising my second-generation children into mature young adults, and my children are proud of their mother. My husband and I, we always worship as a family, and we constantly make the resolve to become a couple that gives joy to the world. I hope that many more families in Yeongwol, Gangwon province can become happy families, and for every 100 words that we can strive to testify the value of the blessing through the meaningful lives we lead. From now on, I will attend my parents-in-law with the same heart of immense love and respect that I have for true parents. I will love my husband more deeply with the same yearning I have for Heavenly Parent. And I will teach my 2 sons to become part of Korea's proud future and to build beautiful families, just as I did with my husband, especially since they are soon going to serve military service. Since coming to Korea and meeting true parents, I have been truly grateful to discover my identity and realize what I should live for. As I conclude my testimony, I would like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation once again for true parents. I hope that you can also lead lives of happiness, especially to the international couples. I would like to end my Hyojong testimony here. Thank you for your attention. Through the blessing, they discovered the value of and joy of true love. What a moving testimony. We know why she received the Filial Piety Award. Now we have our third entertainment. And we have Pyongyang. We have also a Korean percussional band. They will have a beautiful performance. And let us welcome Pyongyang with a round of applause.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 오늘 이
Good morning, everyone. It is really a great honor to be part of this Peace Festival. Thank you for your applause and for your welcome.
오늘 이 평화 축제에 이렇게 초대해
And
주셔서 진심으로
I'm
감사드립니다.
tremendously grateful for your invitation. And my name is Pyongyang. I'm a Korean percussion instrument artist, but also I do various other traditional Korean forms of entertainment. And the first entertainment that I would like to present is a very exciting song, and it's called Katuri Taryong. And those who know may know, and those who do not know may wonder what song it is. But when you hear Korean music, do you know what to do? We should say 얼씨고. 좋다. 잘생겼다. So these are words like this is so good and you're handsome. Anyway, yes. So we should, if you really join together, it will be more exciting. So the first song, Katuri Taryong, will be the first performance. Let us give some applause together.
저와 함께 따라할 시간입니다. 준비되셨죠? 자, 그럼 가겠습니다. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 후이요 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 허허. 후이요 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 허허. 더 크게. 후이요 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 허허. 후이요 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 허허. 까투리 사냥을 하간다. 전라도 지리산으로 원사냥을 나간다. 지리산으로 무등산을 지나다. 중성산을 당도하니 까투리 한 마리 부르는 마구니 떨려. 다 같이. 후이요 후이요 여러분 어떻게 즐거우신가요?
Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling joyful? Korean music really is only exciting if you are excited. Do not hide your excitement. You can applaud, you can dance, you can sing as you want. Then it will be even more exciting. So the second song is called A Song of Love. And we also have a song called 춘향. And I would like to test you. What is...
역시 우리 문화를 사랑해 주시는 여러분답습니다. 감사합니다. 네, 바로 이 사랑가죠.
And really it is a song of love from 춘향. And we have this special new song of love. And we would like to present you the second song, the new song of love.
찾아온 그대 모습은 여러분 어떻게 흥겨우신가요?
How do you feel? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel excited? Thank you. So today's Peace Festival is really exciting. I feel so excited. And I heard that there are new people who came to the Peace Festival. I will move forward a little bit. And there are people who are coming here for the first time. And I want to first congratulate you for coming, and I would like to welcome you once again. Thank you very much. And truly, when I see all of you being so happy, I really am very happy. And today we are here at the Peace Festival. This stage also is such a beautiful stage. And through today's Peace Festival, I hope that in your lives, true joy and happiness can really blossom. And lastly, I would like to sing one more song, and it is a song connected with hope and joy, and in particular, the Little Angels and the Peace Choir. They are all here. We would like to sing the last song, Holo Arirang, together. And it is a song that you all know, and I would be very happy if we could sing it all together. And are you ready? Let us sing Holo Arirang together. This was 유태평양 sharing with you.
이 녀석아 백두산까지 길이 없냐 발이 없냐 그저 길이 있어도 못 가고 발이 있어도 못 가니 이를 어쩐단 말이냐 같이요. 시작. 가보자. 여러분 리틀 엔젤스와 스파이어 여러분들께도
This was the Peace Choir and the Little Angels. Everyone, thank you very much. Thank you.
감사합니다. 소리꾼 유태 평양이었습니다.
Thank you for your attention. Wow, what an incredible performance. What an incredible entertainment. This was an incredible harmony. What a beautiful performance. Really, we were left speechless by the expression of Korean songs. And once again, I hope that this was a beautiful time of joy for all of you. And now we would like to welcome everyone who has come, and we are all part of one really family, and in particular we have peace-loving citizens and peace associates who have come. We would like to welcome you. Welcome everyone, you are Heaven's Joy. First, I would like to welcome all of you. You are Heaven's Joy, and I hope that the peace and grace of Heavenly Parents can be with you. And I would like to really pray that God's grace, great love and grace can be with you all. Heavenly Parents Holy Community Family Federation is hosting this Peace Festival, and I would like to congratulate you. And through this Peace Festival, we can all really become one family and realize peace on the Korean Peninsula and the world. And to Dr. Hak Jae-han-moon, who has established your global foundation, I would like to express my profound respect. And I hope that we can bring forward the work of peace. Good morning, my name is Cheon Il Guk from the Seoul Times. I would like to welcome you all. Dr. Hak Jae-han-moon, I would like to congratulate you on hosting the Peace Festival. The nation, religion, and languages, all these barriers are being overcome for the sake of humanity and to realize world peace. And I would like to thank Dr. Hak Jae-han-moon, the mother of peace. And I hope that this can become a time for great joy for you. Thank you very much. And welcome everyone to the Peace Festival. Welcome to the Peace Festival.
Thank you, Mother Moon, for all that you've done. You've made a real difference to all of us, and we really appreciate it.
Our dear Mother Moon, Mother of Peace, on the occasion of this second virtual Peace Festival, I wish to commend you and wish you a fruitful festival and very positive outcomes.
I want to encourage our audience to know that Mother Moon's role as the Mother of Peace is having a tremendous impact on the leaders of the world. Without question, she's doing more and accomplishing more for peace than anyone I've ever seen.
I want to congratulate you, Mother Moon, for your global peace efforts. You are rightly referred to as the Mother of Peace, and we in America are grateful for the hope you bring.
And welcome everyone to the Festival of Peace. Welcome to the Festival of Peace in Korea. Welcome to the Peace Festival.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the program today. My name is Tom McDevitt. I'm the chairman of the Washington Times. And we welcome you with an open heart. Please enjoy the program. Peace Festival.
Welcome everyone. You are indeed heaven's blessing and heaven's joy. And we have peace-loving citizens who have come here for the first time. Welcome, and we would like to briefly welcome you before we end today's program. And all those who came here for the first time are kindly invited to rise. And through this time, we would like to everyone coming here to this festival for the first time, peace-loving citizens and peace associates who are here for the first time, please rise. Let us give them a warm round of applause, please. Let us welcome the new peace associates with a round of applause. Welcome everyone, and we will now have a small performance of welcome. Everyone please rise. We would like to welcome everyone who came here. We would like to give a small present. First, Mrs. Wonju McDavid and Dr. Yoon Young-ho and other representatives will give special gifts. And we would like to ask 6 representatives to come on the stage to receive presents from Dr. Yoon and Mrs. McDavid. And all the representatives, please come on stage. And please face the representatives. And now, our representatives, we are going to put a scarf on the right hand of the new peace associates, and we will give them a rose to welcome them. So now we are tying this beautiful scarf as well as a flower to really welcome our new members. Thank you very much. And now everyone on the who are not on the stage, everyone else, so please welcome the new members, the peace associates. Please thank them. We are giving them a greeting card, a flower, as well as a scarf. And now please convey the welcome greeting card, the flower, as well as the scarf. And these are the scarves given by Dr. Hak Jae Moon with the heart of wiping away tears from the world and really sharing the joy of heaven to everyone around the world. And now they're sharing flowers. Let's give a big round of applause. And now all the representatives, if you can please take your seats, we'll take a final group photo. And you are all the objects of joy of Heavenly Parent, and the scarf tied on your arm symbolizes an unbreakable bond of love with Heavenly Parent, and our relationship with God will be unbreakable, and the bonds of love we forged today will continue long after today's event ends. Thank you. I think that all of the flowers and welcome cards and also scarves have been given. You are most welcome, and thank you very much for coming here today. Thank you for participating in today's festival. I hope that you could feel heaven's joy and heaven's blessings. And also to everyone joining online, we wanted to really express our joy and our gratitude for your participation. And today you really are heaven's joy. and you really are heaven's blessing and heaven's joy. Thank you very much for your participation. And we hope to and look forward to meeting you at the next Peace Festival. And lastly, we would like to say you are, and then you will shout heaven's joy, and we would like to end today's program. Are you ready? All together, let us shout together. You are heaven's joy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. This concludes today's program. A big shout out to everyone who has participated and been here for close to 3 hours. Have a wonderful day, a blessed week, and more than anything else, stay safe and have a beautiful, happy time together with families. Thank you very much and see you at the next Peace Festival.